ain't here to sell you nothing. I'm here to light it up. Where the rules get bent and the playbooks burn. That's where you'll find me.
Hey there, trail trekkers and tall tale seekers. I'm Montana Max, your Bigfoot buddy and full-time outlaw gear mascot. This is the 406 life where we wander wild Montana, swap stories, and dig up the legends, laughs, and locals that make this state magic. Grab your boots and your sense of adventure. Let's get a little lost together. This episode's powered by Outlaw Gear, where rebels get their style. Want to look legendary? Mosey over to I'mAnOutlaw.com and claim your outlaw status. Well, howdy there, my fellow 406ers. It's your big fuzzy friend Montana Max coming at you straight from the snow-capped peaks of Big Sky Country. Today on the 406 Life podcast, we're diving hoof first into the weirdest, quirkiest laws still lurking in Montana's dusty legal code. You'll hear about chaperone sheep, beer-deprived fish, booger-flinging bands, and even a landlocked whale loophole. So pour yourself a mug of cowboy coffee and saddle up, 'cause this ride's gonna get wild. First up, sheep must have chaperones. Legend says this law sprang from the Great Sheep Stampede of 1924, when a rambunctious flock bolted through downtown Missoula, scattering produce carts and creating quite the badonkadonk. The legislature decided that every sheep riding in a motor vehicle needed a human guardian aged 18 or older. Why 18? They figured minors couldn't corral a woolly Houdini if he tried to make a break for it. So next time you slide that fleece friend into your truck, don't forget Junior won't cut it. Only Uncle Earl or Cousin Mabel gets to babysit the sheep. Next up, no beer for fish. You ever see a trout wobble after a sip of suds? Neither have I, because in 1957, a well-meaning angler tried to brew ale for alewives right on the riverbank. He tossed a half-gallon of beer into the Madison River and declared it a fish fry. Turns out, the fish got a bit woozy, the local hatchery panicked, and the state fish and game folks wrote up a quick statute banning alcohol for all aquatic life. Moral of the story: if you think your catch deserves a cold one, stick to eating it, 'cause Montana fish are forever on a sober swim. Need shipping, shredding, prints, or a real street address? Helena's locally owned and operated the UPS store has you covered. Packing experts, mailbox services, notary print, located at 2047 North Last Chance Gulch. Stop by and get it done right. This one is a doozy. Booger-flicking bands and city slicker shenanigans. In Whitehall, booger-flinging once became so competitive at the county fair that judges had to step in. Legend is one contestant's melon snot missile narrowly missed the mayor's hat, and that was the last straw. Now, if your finger becomes a nasal trebuchet, the law steps in. Similarly, Billings' one-alarm clock rule was born when a prankster rigged two simultaneous wake-up calls, one at 3 a.m., another at 3:01 a.m., which drove the neighborhood to the brink. So if you prize peace and your neighbor's goodwill, keep those alarms to a single, solitary chirp. This one is a real head-scratcher. Whale hunting from your pickup? This one cracks me up every time. Back when Montana first drafted its Wildlife Protection Code in 1915, someone copy-pasted sections from an ocean state template, whales included. No one ever noticed because, well, we don't exactly host whale-watching tours on Flathead Lake. Today you can't shoot animals from moving vehicles, except whales. It's the legal equivalent of leaving carrot cake in a vegan bakery. A hilarious oversight that's never been fixed. So, technically, if Bigfoot ever ropes in a humpback behind his rig, he's in the clear. This one even gives me the heebie-jeebies. No pet rats in Billings. Believe it or not, Billings passed this law after a handful of city-dwelling rats turned nuisance level back in the 1970s. Folks were feeding their pet rats too much, letting them roam free. And pretty soon, reports of acrobat rats leaping between porches became as common as snow in December. The city council outlawed pet rats outright, defining them as vermin unless you're a licensed researcher or feeding a snake. Now, if you're caught with little whiskered pals in your pocket, you could face fines up to $500, enough to make any rodent enthusiast rethink their cuddly ambitions. Ready for your next Montana home? Visit mostwantedrealestate.net, because that's how the West is sold. Next up, sprinkler showers are outlawed in Helena. Picture this. It's a hot July afternoon in Helena, someone's lawn is bone dry, and suddenly, swoosh, a sprinkler sprays the entire sidewalk and street, soaking unsuspecting pedestrians. Neighbors started complaining to City Hall, and before you know it, Helena's code was amended. No sprinklers or hoses shall discharge water onto public ways so as to annoy or endanger passers-by. In practice, that means your lawn can get a drink, but your front walk stays high and dry, lest you want the water cops knocking on your door. Then there's the no ice picks on wheels. After one particularly icy winter, some Montanans got creative. They bolted ice picks, studs, even miniature spikes onto their tires for better traction. Sure, it kept them from sliding into snowbanks, but it shredded the roads faster than Bigfoot can disappear into the woods. So, Montana's Highway Patrol and road supervisors teamed up to outlaw any non-DOT-approved traction devices outside official winter storm advisories. If your tires click-clack like a mountain goat on steroids, you'll earn a citation faster than you can say chain 'em up properly. Not sure I agree with this next one. Skunks are not family pets. We all love the idea of cuddly wildlife until Fido meets Pepe Le Pew's cousins. State wildlife officials found that hand-reared skunks often carry rabies, and their scent glands don't exactly make for pleasant family movie nights. So, skunks earned the official dangerous wildlife label, right up there with wolves and bears. You can admire a skunk's tuxedo from afar, but if you try to bring one home for cuddle sessions, you'll run afoul of the law and probably tank your dinner party vibe. I kinda like the idea of having a skunk for a pet myself. And last but not least, only one speed dial button allowed. Flashback to the dawn of landlines. Speed dial was all the rage, until pranks got out of hand. Teenagers discovered they could reprogram one-touch dialing to place late-night pizza orders or crank calls to the sheriff's department. To curb the chaos, Montana's legislature decreed that each phone may only store a single one-touch number, meaning grandma can still call 911 with a button press, but rogue pranksters lose their speed dial playground. Dial in the old-school way and everybody stays friendlier on the line. This episode's powered by Outlaw Gear, where rebels get their style. Want to look legendary? Mosey over to I'mAnOutlaw.com and claim your outlaw status. Truth versus legend. Almost every one of these oddball laws is what legal eagles call a dead statute. Still written in ink, but gathering dust rather than issuing tickets. Take that tall tale about unmarried ladies barred from fishing solo. It's more campfire fiction than codified code. Once upon a time, someone jotted it down in a county notebook, and boom, a legend was born. In reality, Montana law today welcomes all anglers, regardless of marital status, to cast their lines at dawn. So while these statutes make for great story fodder, you're free to boat, bait, and brag about your catch without worrying about courtroom drama. That's the full scoop: sheep chaperones, sober trout, booger bands, whale loopholes, and myth-busting magic. For the complete blow-by-blow and even more head-scratching statutes, trot on over to the 406life.com and read the full blog post. If this episode tickled your funny bone, give us a 5-star rating so other Big Sky adventurers can find the 406 Life podcast, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Montana Max, your Bigfoot buddy, stomping off into the woods. Stay real, stay adventurous, and we'll see you next time. Got a Montana story, business, or unsolved mystery you want on the show? Head to the 406life.com and drop me a line. No smoke signals required. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a stomp, stumble, or tall tale. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, heck, tell that guy who swears he saw me near Phillipsburg. I was just hunting for sapphires, and maybe grabbing a brew, all right? Until next time, keep it outrageous, keep it kind, and keep living the 406 life. Montana Max, over and out.
Boots in the gravel, brain like a barrel, ideas popping off like a rodeo rebel. No suit, no script, no play it safe plan. I blaze my own trail like a wildland brand. I'm the voice in the static, the flame in the smoke, the storm on the rise when the safe plan's broke. I don't fit the mold, don't ask me to fold. Ain't built for boring, I'm built for bold. I don't do trends, I set 'em. Now get out of the way, or ride shotgun.
The 406 Life is powered by Outlaw Gear. If it's tough enough for Bigfoot, it's tough enough for you. If your business wants to help fuel the adventure, give us a holler at the 406life.com. We'd love to have you on the trail.